Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. I have a Dollar Tree St. Patrick's Day DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this festive table decor for St. Patrick's Day. Let me show you how to make it. Here's a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. Let's get started. You're going to need one of these boxed framed artworks. Anything that is 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches will work. It doesn't have to be this one. I always use these tools. It's a paint scraper that I picked up from Dollar Tree to remove this type of stuff. Just push underneath and wiggle back and forth until it comes off. This tool also works really well when you need to remove any kind of stickers off the back. So go ahead and prep your box, remove any three-dimensional objects, and take off any stickers off the back. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and paint your box. You're going to want to paint the inside, the frame, and the back. And to do that, I'm just going to use Apple Barrel Black. And then you're also going to need 4 wood letters that spell out luck, L-U-C-K. And then you're going to want to paint these gold. And I'm using Folk Art Metallic Pure Gold. But any gold paint will do. So you just want to make sure that you get one good coat on there. Depending on what your surface is on the back, you may have to do 2 coats if it doesn't cover real well. So go ahead and get this covered in black paint, both front and back, and get your letters painted. When that's dry, I'll come back and we'll move forward. I have everything painted. I'm letting that dry. You're also going to need a package of the foam shamrocks. You get 12 pieces in a pack. This comes with 6 dark green and 6 light green. You'll need 1 light green and 1 dark green. Then you'll also need a piece of either the Crafter's Square cardstock, and you want it in black, or a black piece of construction paper will work as well. And you want to take one of these shamrocks and trace out and cut a black one out. You're going to need some of the craft glue from Crafter's Square. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the light green shamrock. We're going to put it over the black shamrock. We want to line it up so you can see part of the black on one side of the shamrock. Okay, just like that. So you'll see the bottom, the side, and this side, but you're not going to see the top. Once you have that adjusted properly, then go ahead and glue that down. Now you want to make sure you don't see any of the glue on the black. Okay, once you get that down, you want to do the same thing with the dark green. You want to place that one on top. Next, I'm going to use some of the gold paint that I used to paint luck. And I'm going to do a little dry brushing on my frame. I'm just going to put out a small amount. Now I like to use this brush. It's really kind of beat up, but this is perfect for dry brushing. So you want to use a dry brush, no water, and only a small amount of paint. Just dab the ends in, take off any excess, and then just lightly graze back and forth onto the frame. You want to make sure you get the edge here in the front as well. Now the reason why I painted the back is because I'm not going to hang this, though I left the hanger on in case I decide to in the future. But I want this to be a table decor, so that's why I'm finishing off the back so it looks nice in case it is seen. Okay, so I'm also going to go through and do a little bit on the inside here where the frame is. Now if you get too much on, don't worry. Just go back once it dries with a little bit of the black paint and dry brush that on over the top. I got all my dry brushing done on my frame. I'm really happy with it. I think it came out really awesome looking. I'm going to set that aside and let that finish drying. Now because the back of some of my letters are going to be showing, I'm going to go ahead and paint the back with the gold paint. Time to assemble everything. I'm going to start with the 3 shamrocks and glue them in just using some hot glue. Just like that. Now I have some of these gold coins. I went ahead and hot glued 3 of them together. I'm going to add this to the bottom here, but I want to make sure that it can still stand up when I attach it. So I'm going to attach it standing up. So it looks like that. And then next I'm going to go ahead and glue my letters on. I'm going to glue them right across the top, and I'm going to attach the bottom of the letter right here on the ridge. I'm going to place my first letter and then my last letter, and then place the 2 in the middle. That way I can get my spacing down. So my first and my last letter are spaced the same distance from the edge. Now I can fill in the 2 in the middle. And there you go. I got all my letters on. Next, you're going to need one of these black little plastic cauldrons. They come in a package of either 5 or 6. You'll only need 1. And then you're going to need a good pair of scissors. These are like garden shears that I picked up at Dollar Tree. These are the ones I use to cut it. And then you're going to need to cut a piece out that will be as wide as the side here. And then cut a piece out on the bottom so that you can take this and fit it over so it looks like that. Okay. And like I said, you're going to need a heavy-duty pair of scissors. These are garden shears. My regular scissors would not cut it, so you need something heavy-duty. Then once you have it cut and shaped so it fits, then you're going to hot glue that in that position. Just do a little bit at a time. Get the back down first, and then just work your way around to make sure that it's nice and secure. Okay, so I got my pot glued on. I just went all the way around the edge, and then down inside I also put a lot of glue. On the letters here, I went right on the back and I put a little drop of hot glue just to make sure that's extra secure. Now the last thing that you need to do for this guy is just take a piece of paper towel, foil, ribbon, whatever you have, and go ahead and stuff that in. You just want to fill the bottom so that you don't have to put as many coins in the top. So stuff in as much as you need, and then glue in some gold coins on the top so you don't see the white paper. And there you go, I'm all done. You got my little pot on there. I filled it with all kinds of gold coins. I even added a few down there on the bottom. And doesn't that look cute even from the side? And then even from the back, it's nice and clean. So if you put it on a table and somebody sees the back, it still looks very cool. Now, while I was placing my coins inside, I did cut some of the coins in half. And I found that my wire cutters worked really well to do that. I needed that so that I could look like I had multiple coins in there, because the coins are kind of big for this small pot. But by cutting them in half and then layering them in the back, it came out really cute. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you could leave me some love in the comments, I'd really appreciate that as well. It really does help support my channel. It lets YouTube know that I have content that's worth watching. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you and your family are all staying happy, healthy, and strong. You have a great day, and I will catch you next time.